This is all you'll need: coconut oil, rose water, mine is natural thankfully, shea butter, and cornstarch or maize meal. And that's about it, and you'll have made your own homemade deodorant. No more exposure to artificial chemicals and metals found in other deodorants. Hi, my name is Amanda. If you're looking for the hub of nutrition, wellness, and adventure, this is it. So subscribe down below. So like me, and probably for you too, artificial deodorants and anti-perspirants have been irritable and just unbearable. And yet the smelly armpits still reign. So is there an all-natural alternative for these smelly armpits? Worry not. Today, just sit back, grab your phone, and come check this out. You will also need a container where you're going to store this deodorant that you have made when the final product is done. That is our coconut oil, that's our rose water, that is our maize meal or maize flour, and shea butter. And then you'll also need a bowl where you're going to do all the mixing. I prefer a glass bowl because it's more firm. A simple spoon also, and anything you can use to mash things up. Now simply add your maize flour or cornstarch to your bowl, and then in goes the shea butter, and the mixing really begins here. A very simple process, very easy to do and very brief. So you'll be adding in your shea butter because you're looking for mainly a paste-like consistency. But the shea butter and the flour are going to give you a nearly buttery consistency, and that's what you're looking for right now. Then next you'll add your coconut oil and rose water to bring out that paste-like consistency that you can actually easily use. So as you can see, that is a more buttery sort of dough right now. We're going to add in our coconut oil. Add gradually so that you can see what is going to give you the paste that you require. It shouldn't be too watery. It also shouldn't be very hard. So as you can see, our paste is coming up. We'll need just a little bit more of our rose water that we are adding it now. So here we add according to the gut, according to your gut feeling. And your deodorant is ready just like that. Now it's time to pack it up into our container where we'll be able to store it and use it for a while. That's about it. We're just trying to make sure that we are not wasting, and that's why you see I am trying to get everything out. It's a zero waste policy right here. So yes, once you are done, just packing it all up in there, then you can get to cover up your container. Forgive me, I just wanted to seem as neat as possible. And then after that, you get to cover it up. I got this container, I've recycled it from shea butter that I got, Nilotica shea butter. And yeah, that's about it. So we use cornstarch because starchy foods usually act as absorbents. So here, with sweating comes, the moisture and the water, that smelly water that comes out of our armpits, releasing toxins. So the cornmeal really acts as an absorbent to make sure that you are keeping your armpits drier. So it really is the anti-perspirant that we are using here. And then when it comes to the coconut oil is very important because its antibacterial properties make sure that you are fighting against those bacteria that actually cause bad odor in the armpits. I also do kind of love the smell of coconut oil. I don't have any problem with it, but you might find some others do. And then rose water, mine is almost done. So sad. I really love rose water for practically anything in the house. Yeah, so rose water really is the fragrance here. So it's the one that brings out that sweet smell, exudes that sweet fragrance out of you. But it also has antibacterial properties on top of smelling really nice. So you clean up your armpits as well as smell awesome. And then our shea butter is one really great way to moisturize the skin. So it's sort of like a protective agent for the armpit skin, but is also majorly a base. So what we can use to sort of stick together all the other ingredients for our deodorant. So that's about it for shea butter. And with those few ingredients, there you have it, your own homemade natural deodorant that leaves you smelling really awesome. Now we've made our deodorant, but how do we use it? It's very simple. Open it up, of course, and then grab some. Oh, smells nice. Grab some through your fingers and then start to squeeze until the paste that you actually had becomes a little more liquid form. So squeeze it out a bit more, and then that's what you're going to use to just apply gently in your armpit area. So you might get a few granules because you're using starch, but worry not, these tend to fade over time, so you'll not even be able to tell as you go along. As you can see, it looks clean and clear. You cannot see anything at all. So we'll do the same for the other armpit as well. Just squeeze, like we said, until you get a more liquid-like, nature of your deodorant, and then apply gently again to the other armpit. And that's about it. Checking smell, I love it. A few important notes to remember. Number 1, make sure your hands are clean as you're doing this. Number 2, make sure that you have done a patch test on your skin before using it on your armpit in case you have sensitive skin. And then number 3, this works with general body hygiene, so make sure your armpits are clean before you apply. Now you can say bye to bad armpit odor.